So I told you guys on my Discord to give me your most scariest ghost encounter stories, and today we're going to be reading and reacting to them. Now, just a heads up, this is extremely scary, so if you get scared easily, just click off now. With enough said, let's get into the first story. So once upon a time, I loaded into Gorilla Tag and jumped straight into mines. This was my first time ghost hunting. I've seen all the YouTube videos and thought I'd try it for myself. But as I entered the mines, a white monkey with no name joined the lobby, but was nowhere to be seen. Eventually I found him where you turn the corner and there was a crystal next to a box. He was sitting on there with no head. I thought it was just a kid who took his headset off, so I thought nothing of it and continued playing normally and went back to the forest. But as I was swinging trees in the forest, the same monkey is in the treehouse. At this point I was a little shocked and thought this was a little weird. As an extremely scared monkey, I decided to run all the way to city, but as I entered, he was looking out the shop window towards me. Like any other person would do, I tried to report him, but he teleported in front of the board which blocks the report button. Then I realized, I can't run anymore. I can only walk. I was so confused and extremely slow, it took me half a minute to get to the computer and leave the lobby. But I decided to join a new private lobby. I thought I was safe, so I decided to go to canyons to mind my own business. But just as I came running back to the computer, there he was. The white monkey with no name. He teleported so fast to the forest. He teleported to the siren and stopped. His head and hands started spinning. This was my first ever encounter. I was shook, but then I heard a strange static noise shortly after hearing him read out a bunch of numbers. I was so confused what this meant until, oh no, that's my IP! I was so scared. My heart started racing. The white monkey then read out what state I live in and what city I live in, and the street I live on. Luckily, nobody else was in this code, but it was still extremely scary. He knew my IP, I turned off my Oculus, and when I got back on, I never saw him again. Wow, now that was one scary encounter. I don't think I've had it that bad to me, but let me know if you've had it that bad in the comments. Also, now is the best time to subscribe. Click that red button. Okay, time for the second story. My friend and I were playing Gorilla Tag like normal. We heard all the ghost stories, but we didn't believe any of it. We wanted to practice wall climbing, so we joined with Code Vision. We were on the game for around 30 minutes. Some people joined, but they ended up leaving afterwards. Nothing out of the ordinary, but there was a gorilla named Blink. Blink is brown and wears the triangle sunglasses. We thought this was just a normal guy until we looked up. We saw him slowly fly from the computer straight into the middle of the forest. It was an actual Gorilla Tag ghost. It seemed like Blink was focused on my friend. It was like he was locked onto him with a homing missile from GTA 5. I started to hear what sounded like text-to-speech robot or Siri say, "Don't blink." He flew so fast towards my friend, and within what seemed like a millisecond, he was frozen. I tried running from Blink, trying to watch him at all times. The ghost slowly flew back up to the spot above the campground structure and stared straight at me. It was like he was staring straight into my soul. He slowly started floating down until he hit the ground. He was slowly approaching me with his arms growing longer. I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't understand what I was seeing. I quickly turned off my VR and luckily was able to escape Blink. I asked my friend what happened to him and asked if he was disconnected or banned. He said he was no longer able to open the game. He wasn't banned. He was literally locked out of the game and couldn't open it. I logged back onto Gorilla Tag after about an hour or so. This time I joined code Blink so I could try to learn more about the ghost. I ended up finding a group of people who ran into him and had a similar experiences as I did. From what they said, the ghost has been around for 2 weeks and they've been researching him ever since. They said he was found within a few codes: Vision, Blink, Blink 10, Eyes, Don't Blink, and BL1NK. They said they saw the exact same thing as I did. I joined their Discord server and we started to work together as a team. We couldn't find anything online whatsoever regarding the ghost. One of the group members named Fixer had a much different experience as I did. The Blink he found in code BL1NK didn't do the act above the camp structure. This Blink was just a gorilla with extremely long arms. He had the same ability, kicking people, banning people, and he was even able to speak as other people. He would be able to say words, "Do not blink," as another gorilla's account in an effort to frame other players. Blink took over the microphone in Fixer's account and managed to get him banned. Blink isn't always online in those codes, but is mostly found between 10 PM GMT and 1 AM GMT. Very little is known about this ghost, but careful if you join the codes, as Blink may be there. Okay, this ghost story might have been a lot worse than the other one, but let me know your thoughts down below and make sure to join my Discord so you guys can give me your ghost stories. But yeah, that's enough from me. Subscribe.